What's up, everybody? Welcome to the party. This is an odd stream because I've streamed now 3 days in a row for the very first time ever. But we're here. Welcome to the stream. As always, on Wednesdays we are playing Kerbal Space Program, and there it is. Fantastic. Yeah, welcome to this. This should also be the last stream with, up there, the music thing saying now playing. My goal is next stream it's going to be down in the bottom right, because typically in flight, especially with this stream specifically, it ends up looking better down here in flight than it does up here, because I want you guys to be able to see fuel and battery stuff like I can, because obviously my screen doesn't have that on it. But welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Welcome back. Wednesday stream. So last Wednesday, as a recap, as always, recap here, we did our repairs out at Minmus. We left Bob Kerman there, and left him with his own vehicle there at New Berlin, along with all that. But then we also completed a fun little trip out to Duna. And on Duna lives presently, over here, Casper and Jebediah Kerman on the SSC-3D. And this is where we ended stream last time, because the SSC-3D, let's flip to it over here. It got to Duna with little problem. Honestly, I did it a lot more than I had to when it came to what I actually used. But as you can see, we've got just over about 7,500, so 750 or so, roughly, Delta V remaining in this vehicle, from the side thingies. And then also the center engine. The problem with that is that it takes roughly 800 to get back to Kerbin, and that also requires some very specific orbital maneuvers that I don't have the fuel safety margin that I would like in order to do this. Now, what we're going to do instead, this thing very easily can get to orbit. As you can see, I got 6 thrust-to-weight ratio on these 4 engines. On the single engine, I have a 9 thrust-to-weight ratio, with a long burn time. That's at full throttle, 101 seconds. What we're going to do is, at some point in this stream, we're taking this and our 2 little Kerbals here up to orbit. At some point. Once we've made it to orbit, this is then going to sit there until I can bring a grabber spacecraft. Very simple, very stripped down, with the express goal of getting into orbit, capturing this, and allowing these 2 to transfer into the vehicle. And obviously to head back to Kerbin with all of the lovely science that is inside these storage units. But there are a couple steps we're going to do before that. We are indeed going to bring another one of these to Duna, with the express goal of bringing science equipment to the surface. But before we do that even, we need to work on a relay system between here and Kerbin, and also just around the Kerbal system in general. So what we'll do, we're going to go back to the Space Center here, and we're going to first work on that relay system. What I am going to do first, while that loads, I'm going to turn up our music just a little bit. And just as a warning, just in case you guys tune in, or somebody tunes in right in the middle of it, there may be moments during the stream where I just go completely silent, and you just hear the music in the background. It's completely fine, don't worry. I'll still be playing throughout it. but just know that it might happen. Anyway, the Kerbal Space Center. We're going to actually start by looking at what we unlocked last time. What we unlocked last time, for sure, was the high-altitude flight, which gave me the Mark II inline cockpit. We got the electronics, which gave us the larger relay antennas and some ground stuff as well. Actually, I already have this one. Why did I not... Oh, I do. I already have this one. What was it? What was the other piece that I got? There is something else I got. I can't remember. It may have been this command modules thing. I honestly can't remember. No, it was probably this one, specialized control. Anyway, we're going with, honestly, roughly the same rocket that we had for the previous flight. You know, find something and stick to it. Because I know that it is strong enough to do the job. 3D is the one that's on Duna's surface, as you can see. Lovely small little rocket here. The biggest problem with the vehicle, honestly, is that we burned this stage a bit too long and unnecessarily. And then we also burned the outer pods a bit too long and unnecessarily. So at some point, we're going to redo this flight as the SSC-3D. Let me delete the fairing. And we are going to... I'm going to say we're going to save at least that much of the vehicle. We're for sure saving that much. Let's save it as a sub-assembly as well. That goes in as SSC-3D4. Great. And we'll get rid of it. What was the overpowered thing? Oh, that's right. It was this thing back when I first started. Can you imagine? This is what I launched with. My first time landing on the Mun and Minmus. And now here we are with this massive beast of a vehicle. Whoops. There you go. That's the 3D core. The 3R core. It's a bit bigger. Which is really funny that this is what was required to take it to Minmus. And oh no, I did the wrong thing. Dadgummit. Whoops, hold on. Screwed the pooch here. There we go. Delete the fairing. Take the thing. Click over 3D. Overwrite. There we go. This is all that was required to take me to Duna. But this... Hold on. Let's make it actually size accurate here. It is taller, but this is way more fuel. It's almost the exact same second stage. There's very little difference to it. The only difference is this thing. Anyway, but it's kind of funny. But anyway, what we are going to do, we know we already have that saved as a sub-assembly, so we're not worried about that. And honestly, the second stage we might save, so we're going to put that over there for now. This vehicle, however, is going to be repurposed. Let's take this, and we're going to save it as its own sub-assembly. Here we go. SSC-3D Lander. Fantastic. This is the biggest problem with what we are going to deal with, because we have two Kerbals on the surface, but the problem is the vehicle that's going out to Duna is only going to orbit. It's not actually going all the way down to the surface. And so it needs to have its own pilot on board, because there is no presently relay that can handle that. So we are going to have to deal with a rather unfortunate size change, as you can see here. But luckily there is some utility in that when that time comes. What we are going to do first is we need to create our relay. The relay vessel, we're going to start with... Oh man, I don't have hardly any of my probe cores that I was hoping for. You know, let's just start with this. Very basic. And on top, actually connected to it, is going to be this stage. Because we know this thing can go far. Okay. Our biggest conundrum, if you will. God, it's so big. It's not what I want. Biggest problem is going to be the control of the vessel that we've got here. Control is the most important part of the plan we have here. Because... Why is it so small? Okay, guess I'm not doing that. 3x2. This can be the expendable ones because it's going to re-enter on its own. This is space debris. 1x6. It is the 1x6. Okay. Extend. Great. I really understood that well. Alright, we're gonna just cover it in panels. There you go. And then we're gonna set that to an action group. We'll set that to the light action group. Extend. 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 And extend. Great. I really understood that one. Anyway, pardon me. I apologize. Okay. I kind of have an idea of how I want this to look. But I don't really... Whoops, that's the wrong part. Problem is it's the execution of the process that I'm more concerned with. Because... It's something like this. We worry about some connection points as we go on. Whoops, that's the wrong size. Adapter. Yes, we auto strut it. Yes, we'll auto strut it. Whoops, it's not the part that I want. There you go. Radial attachment point. Here is where things get interesting. Actually, let's do it down here because my goal, I'm basically, we're copying and pasting a very, very, very simple design here. And what we'll actually do is put this up top just so I can, actually no. Let's just go ahead and come up here and work on it. Okay, at minimum, it's going to need a decoupler. That way it can detach from the vessel. We then need to stack onto... Is this really the smallest size? There's no way that's the smallest size, right? Hold on, we're about to see. It's not the smallest size. What? There we go. Stack separator. Well, stack separator is different, but it's same difference. Stack separator just separate. See, it separates both sides instead of the decoupler only separating one. Cool. Okay. I'm fine with a stack separator, as long as it is connected the right way. First level is going to be a battery built into the vessel. The next one is going to be 4 of these. Extends. Fantastic. It kind of does jut in a little bit. Okay, it'll be fine. Because what we'll do is we'll also add an inline reaction wheel. And then we'll move it up. We'll press this button. This. Because my goal is to not obviously clip past, because clipping into this will destroy those things quickly if we're not careful. And what we'll probably do is just do a test launch into a highly eccentric Kerbal orbit. Actually, what we'll probably do is hit a polar orbit and turn this into just a polar controlled whatever else, what have you. Okay, we need the actual vehicle controller. I say that and I immediately go look at engines and stuff instead. What's the range? Excuse me. Okay, and then we need the communications antenna. There we go. And that's our vehicle. I do want to test something real quick. There it goes. Electrical. Okay. Looking at a mass of 1/4 ton. Okay, there's barely any difference. Alright, I want these to be sun-seeking. They are significantly larger, but it's better that they are sun-seeking and this vehicle never dies, than it is to have to worry about losing a communications system. You know, sick. Okay. Track these. We will also add this to the thing. Toggle. The rest of the vehicle I don't have to worry about because it is... there we go. There's 2. With this, let us grab the... just because I want to go ahead and test the system. Let us grab the 3D core. Fantastic. The goal was to have that connected to the thing, but I realize I'll have to worry about that once I figure out exactly how well that works. This should work just fine, though, because I know this system is more than enough to get it to orbit. What I will do, though, is the 3... It's the SSC-3 because it's the same course system. It's not the R style because that was that one, so let's call this one the E. EC, Electronic Communications. There you go. I'm writing lore for the for this thing. And let's hit it with the... Let's go out to the desert site. I haven't launched to the desert site in quite a while. I actually don't think at all. I know I did the planes there, but I don't know if I ever did stuff on the launch pad. Alright. We are over here. Great. Should go south because that is the culture direction for where we're going, but or at least the direction we're going. Man, that is blunt body physics. Holy cow! But yeah, we're just looking for a basic orbit here. Get it into polar because that's going to be easier to. Oh god, I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. Let's start that again. That is not what I intended to do. I just kept pushing the wrong button. Let's try it again. I need to remember always press the W key this time. Don't press A or D like I normally do. I'm pressing W. And S if needed, but mostly W. Oh, we're flipping. Okay. I mean, hey, at least I have a lot of communication with the ground here. Alright. I'm trying to remember why it was doing this. I'm trying to remember if it ever did that the last time. Who knows? That comes off, then this comes off, then this comes off, then that comes off. Great. Let's this time try and go as high as we can before we really start turning. Just see what happens. Something's not doing the thing properly. Man, this thing is... Holy cow, this thing is fast. Polar. Trying to go rather eccentrically polar. Or not eccentric, elliptic. Highly elliptic polar orbit. That's my plan. Alright, we're going to let it get up to its point here. And there we go, I'm in orbit. In a very polar orbit, but I am indeed in orbit. Alright, I didn't even need the second stage. I'm carrying extra weight with me for this. Alright. So with this, we then... Actually, let's hit the 1 button. No, hit lights, that's what it is. Hit lights. Oh, these are sun-seeking too. Alright, well, I mean, it's whatever. This just gives it the ability to deploy and undeploy. Alright, anyway. So we spin it. Actually, let's undo the things if we can, because I realize it's probably gonna... I don't want to break it, because there's no way I'm coming back to retrieve these things. Okay, why is it not undeploying? Oh, because it's not that button. Alright. And we go 3, 2, 1. What was that? Oh, that was a Sepratron. Okay. We then hit the button for solar panels. Let's get it to... Went there. Great. Actually, let's get it to point at... Radial in. Let's have it point at... No, radial out. We'll do radial out. Right? Next one. Here we go. Time to spin. And 3, 2, 1. So yeah, I wanted to hit it in the opposite direction. So now it's in 2 separate orbits. Or 2 slightly separate orbits. It's separated by a couple hundred meters. We will get it in the radial out position. But now, if we go to our map, we can see that there is a full connection to it. Fantastic. And great. So now this is going to mean that we have, you still have bounce through relay, 100% strength. So that system did work. What we would probably want to do... It's going to be... I don't know, I feel like it's going to be kind of complicated if we do it the way that I'm thinking. Let's get this deorbited first and headed back down. Goodbye, relays. Good fun. Separatrons are just gonna have to deal with the debris, honestly. And we're already suborbital, so I don't have to worry about that becoming debris. And I'm going to lose all my solar panels, but I kind of want to see how much of this can remain. Clearly not enough. It's fine though. So that much survived re-entry. And then none of it survives the splashdown. But that is indeed the goal. Let's hit the map, and as you can see, there is some separation here. These actually have a full connection to the Mun. Interesting. Not a catastrophic failure, it's okay. Okay. Okay, we'll go back to the Space Center. That was good. That worked really well. I apologize for all my coughing, folks. It was not intentional by any means. But yeah, so Space Center time. Let's just head straight back. Okay. Let us delete the fairing. And honestly, just get rid of the dead weight. Like, genuinely, let's just remove all the dead weight. All this, trash, don't need it. Great. Because it can all connect directly to, actually no, it should connect to a adapter. Fantastic. Right, and those should also be out of the way for these antennae. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to stagger these. Actually, yeah, let's do it this way. We'll start with just the one side. Sick. Okay. Fantastic. I'm realizing the need for subassembly. Probe. DOWR. Great. I forgot that, we're headed out to, we're headed to Duna. Or we're headed out that direction, at least. Sick. Okay. This is very top-heavy vehicle, I can tell you that. For sure, for sure. Maybe not. I'm fine with that, genuinely. Alright, build fairing, here we go. There we go. Flame shell deploy on. We go down to 2 sides. Up that force because it's funny. The 3 EC2. Let's go usual launch pad because we're headed to a transfer orbit. Unfortunately, I do think the next Duna transfer is in about 6 years, which is fine, because we are aiming, at least this flight, we're just aiming for deep space. And as we are headed for deep space, we're just going. What I do need to do, though, is each of these pairs needs to be a separate stage. And that separates. We continue our flight. That separates. That engine activates, and then we start detaching. Great. All right. And 3, 2, 1. So this doesn't have a throttle anymore on it. No, it doesn't. We're just gonna go up. We're gonna go up as long as this thing lasts. This is a fast rocket, I will say. Very fast rocket. But, who actually knows? As long as it doesn't start flipping on us, that's the important part. Alright, we're starting to burn. Our apoapsis is now at orbital altitude. Again, genuine goal is just up. So I do not mind that we're going this fast. Honestly, we may pitch over. We're just going to hold the 45 the entire time. That's what we'll do. I'm going to keep it suborbital for now. That way, when this stage burns out, hopefully it will do so before it gets all the way out here. It can deorbit, and we're leaving less debris in space. About 9 seconds, but I don't have that much space. So we are going to get rid of this. We are also going to get rid of this. And we're going to continue our burn. And as we do, hopefully, okay, sick. Let us are those really the trajectories of those two probes? Whoops. That'll be fine. Alright, let us start our journey out here. Aw, dadgummit. You kidding me? I did that to myself, honestly. Let's revert back to launch. It's fine. It's fine. We honestly didn't want to waste those two probes, even though it was a test. But it does mean that we have to redo all of this. Alright, let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Released in daylight this time. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. We've gotten a bit done. We're about where I wanted to be at this point in the stream. But yeah, fun stuff happening in space this week. Obviously, Starliner, it's all of its troubles and whatnot. It's now stuck on. From what I understand, it is now on the station until at least February of this next year, which will mean that the astronauts are coming home on Crew 9. Crew 9 again being one of SpaceX's Crew Dragon vehicles. Astronauts up there that flew up on Starliner, they're doing all right. SpaceX just had a Starlink launch last night. And lost the booster, which means the Falcon 9 is grounded until the FAA can do an investigation. But once that investigation is finished, Polaris Dawn is coming, which I'm looking a lot forward to. I've gotten to meet at least Isaacman. I've gotten to meet Isaacman, the guy who's sponsoring or paying for the flights of the Polaris program. He also did Inspiration 4, which was a really cool flight. Alright, what we are going to do here is we will separate that and separate these. That way this is there you go. Gonna not make the same mistake here. Alright, what we are going to do is warp all the way out this direction. What is it doing? What? Why did it do that? It was all the way out there. What? Okay, well, I'm going to try to get in an orbit now, I guess. There we go. Alright. Ah, crap. Hopefully that wasn't this vehicle's. It was this vehicle's. Crap. Alright, well, it's just going to run out of battery at some point. That sucks. Did it destroy any other? Oh, yeah, because they're all still out. I thought I told you to all come back in. That's why it all broke. That wasn't my fault. I'm calling... Anyway. Now you can come out. We'll go radial out with it as well. And we're going to warp forward a little bit. What broke? How? Okay, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, what is and isn't broken? Okay, that one's still got 2 good ones. That's fine. Literally just needs 1 good one to survive. Okay. And at least it's not re-entering this time with the ones that I threw just super deep space here. Next flight's going to put one like way out here in orbit. Like it's going to be super huge orbit, but just way out this direction. Okay, let's hold radial out here. And we're going to literally move our orbit. Okay. Decouple our next one. Okay. You've got power. You point radial out. We come back to you. Now we're going to move quite a bit forward in time. Do a bit of a burn. And decouple. You've got at least 2. That's fine. Alright. My goal is just trying to make a super interconnected web. Genuinely. Alright, let's warp quite a few days into the future. Okay. Now we release them one at a time. Okay. Let's do an odd burn here. Let's say I want to move normal to my plane. Okay. Okay, let's warp forward a couple days. Right, this process is going to take a bit, so we'll let it run. Okay. See how close our last probes that we launched are. Okay, they're not too close here. Let's see. Are there any? No nearby objects. Okay. That's fine. That is what we want. Let's decouple. Switch to it. Activate its solar panels. Have it point radial out. Or radial. Yeah, radial out. That way it's getting good sun. do a radial in for this burn. Let's go anti-normal for this one. Let's go down. Last one will be an up. Alright, so when we hit 1.5, there's 1.5 kilometers, so we'll go down now. Sick. Okay. This one should get us plenty of separation. Once we hit... Let's go 16 days. And the fact that we're still connected makes this much better. We're basically just going to flood this orbit, and then we're going to connect it to Duna. As you can see, we're still all connected to Kerbin from all of these satellites, which will then be made better by first top. So we're still connected to Kerbin by a single thread, even this far away. But obviously, that's the reason I'm separating them the way they are, because the orbits are going to separate as you go along. So let's verify that we're not too close. Good. We've got one there. Great. Let's activate that. Hit one of those. Fantastic. And that is the burn that we'll do for that one. We're sitting at just over half fuel, and we're still single point connection, which is crazy. We're single point connection to the Kerbal Space Center. Like, we're good enough connection, we can transmit science, which is incredible. What we'll do, I'm just going to let this run in the background. I'll let you guys listen to music as we go along. I will be back once we've released all of these satellites. Okay? See you guys in a minute. And with that, looks like we have a good network, at least. I definitely released these a bit too close to each other, and not really intentional. But hey, look at that. I have signal strength through relays. Let's see if I can get... Oh yeah, look, there's path. I keep going too fast. There you go. There's a path. I have a path to communications. It cannot transmit science, but signal is at least being bounced through. What I really need to do is get it to an orbital point where this is on the opposite end and launch another mission like this. But what we are going to do is destroy this relay here. So let's go back to the Space Center. And we will do that. We are past our first hour, so we're right at the point where I need to move on if I'm going to get all the things that I plan to get done today. So let's go to the tracking station. And then let's do, I want to say it's this one. It is indeed low connection because it doesn't have its own thing. We are going to terminate this vessel. And now we have a large network of connection here, which is sick. It's exactly what we want. But cool. Let us head back out. Let's move us to the sunrise. Oh boy. Come on. Sunrise, please. There we go. Fantastic. And let's head back into the vehicle assembly building. Before we move on, I am going to verify that we have the relays probe tower. We do have the relays marked off as a thing. So now let's actually just scrap this and let's start with the lander. And I guess we need to start with, I guess that's our first piece. Okay. We know this lander works. I do know for sure that this lander works. We are going to get rid of the science parts, though. And these pieces there. Alright. Biggest thing here is, the problem is that piece right there weighs so little that it kind of throws off the CG. So let's... Or it throws off the CG if I remove it. But unfortunately, don't have much of a care, to be honest. There we go. Sick. Does this thing still have good? What is this connection style? Holy cow, that's bad. Okay, that disconnects. We then activate these. No, hold on. Actually, no. Yeah, these do all go in the same stage. Because we get through re-entry. We don't need these anymore, so we separate them. We need engines ready for propulsive landing, and then we need our parachutes ready. Okay, sick. From there, we then are trying to launch. Let's add this to that stage. Sick. Okay. We have to use the large capsule for this process. Alright, so let us just test it out. Cancel. Put a pilot on it. Come on, Valentina. Thank you, President Kennedy. Really appreciate that, you know, the speech. It is not... Okay, there we go. I was about to say, it is not like... our goal literally is just to test, can this lift off? Because this thing can fly under its own power normally. Alright. Let's do that. Let's do that. Great. That's disconnected. And let's actually move these. Well, bad thrust to weight ratio here. Okay. Am I burning fuel? I'm burning fuel. You're kidding. Right? Oh my gosh, I am. That's incredible. Alright. I really want to try something, but I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it. Because I got an idea of how to test it, but... Excuse me. I don't know. Alright. Let's just spec this out as if, and we're just going to fly it to orbit and back, and test it that way. Alright. Okay. All right, let's get an engine. Oh, excuse me. Fantastic. We'll go truss style. Great. And we will do a decoupler. Sick. That's awful, but, you know, it's whatever. Again, only goal is just to get to orbit and back on this flight at least. Do I actually even have the grabber things yet? I don't think I have the grabber things yet. So all of this is kind of just a bunch of malarkey if I can't get that piece. Yeah, I don't have the grabber piece yet. It's whatever. Alright, abort. Deploys this. Activates this. And decouples that. SSC4, giving it some new lander. A. 4A, number 4, abort. Which really just means it's abort capable. The larger capsules, I'm going to require myself to make them abort capable, at least for liftoff. Okay. We're going to do the funny 3, 2, 1. Sick, it worked. Probably. Yeah, worked just fine. Revert flight to launch. Just realized that tower... No, it's fine. Not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. Not my circus, not my monkeys. It is in fact both of those things. But I like to say it regardless. Very nice. Very sick. Network is saturated. Look at the network. It's so saturated. Look at it. Look at it go. Oh, there's things in front and behind it in the orbital plane. I forgot about that. Okay, let's turn off. We are going to have to turn back on just to path. Let's walk around this direction. Let's actually just go straight over to the night side. I did it backwards. Going around this way. I want this to be high. Simulate coming in very high and hard. Good enough. Okay. And we are suborbital. Fantastic. Okay, we're going to tell it to hold this position. Let's go lights off. Oh, that's gear. Let's go lights off. And if it can survive this re-entry, we know that it can survive Dunas. Hurry up and brake. Hurry up and brake. Please brake. Oh my gosh, literally everything but what I want to brake is broken. You're kidding, right? And it's gonna survive. You're freaking joking. Is that the other? That's the what are the other pods? That is the other pod. Alright, well, I'm reverting back to the vehicle assembly building on that one, because that one was bad. I don't know why I went with it the way that I did. There we go. Now it's doing what I want it to. Let's save this one as the 4A. Let's figure out how much science points we need to get the grabber hands, because on that's going to be the kicker for what we're doing here. It's going to be an actuators. Need 160. I don't need that much, honestly. What can I do? Let's see. Let's pull out the 3D again. Yeah, let's just pull out the 3D. Let's see if we can do something funny real quick. Let's see. Load. Cool. Let's save an alarm, or create an alarm. No, let's just launch. We're just gonna launch. Then we'll set the alarm. Valentina and Bill, you guys are doing us a service. That should get us to orbit. Maybe not. Oh, that's why it keeps doing that, because I'm not paying attention and I'm not looking at the proper area. Just sitting here burning fuel for no good reason. Come on. You got this. I believe in you. You got this. You're almost there. 10 degrees. You got this. Come on. Come on. 5 degrees. There we go. We're so close. 3, 2, 1. Alright. Position, current orbits. Aiming for Moho. Why not? Do I have the Delta V? I do not have the Delta V for that. Let's see. Oh, Drez. Oh, Drez is just Duna's moon. Let's see. Can I go to Jewel? Let's create an alarm for a planetary transfer window from Kerbin to Jewel. It's not that far. 218 days. It's not bad. Warp to the next. Oh boy. My bad. Oh boy. My bad. My bad, everybody. That was not intentional. 230 days left. Got 125 days left. Nine days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day. What's happening? We are, just for the heck of it, we're warping to a Kerbin Jewel transfer window. I just figured, thank you game. Delete and close, thank you much. We're kind of stuck at the moment. We need like 40 more science to get the part that I need to go get like another 100 plus something science. And so we're gonna just kind of shoot this out to Jewel and back. Just kind of get to orbit, do some science, come back. Speaking of, let's gonna go ahead and extend everything here. And let's try and run a magnetometer. Nothing. Okay, I'll recycle that. Let's create a thing. See if we can calculate it. Now what we will do, we'll just go ahead and burn our way out to... Oh, it can't calculate while the eccentricity is too high. Alright, well let's come over here. And try it again. But yeah, what's up? Thanks for joining the stream, man. My OBS is too small, so I didn't catch your name. I apologize. But I'm very glad you're here. I see a couple people in here. I'm very glad you guys are all here. Create. Okay, now we gotta warp forward a couple days. At least it doesn't say that I'm gonna have to do like 4 other maneuvers. 2,000 Delta V. I've got about that much to get back, it looks like. Because I'm just going for a shoot it out there and shoot it back. At least that's what I'm trying to do. We'll see how well that works. There we go. Okay. 24 seconds. This vessel is definitely not designed for the trip that I'm doing. I could have made this thing so much simpler, honestly, and I probably should have. But who knows, you know? Alright. Now we just wait for this burn to complete. Look at this. How's everybody in chat doing? You guys are having a great Wednesday night. Anybody who's new, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you guys coming in and watching. Yo, what's up, Sam? Welcome to the party. You hopped in just at the right time. We're doing something kind of funny. No, you don't have to apologize. I appreciate you coming in anyway. Alright. That stage is done. You were driving. Hey, I'm glad you didn't tune in while you're driving. What we're doing is we're making our first actual venture out to Jool in this playthrough. In case anybody is new who's watching, the goal of this playthrough that I've been streaming every Wednesday is to eventually do a Jool 5. We could go out to Jool, land on all 5 of its moons, and come back in one vessel, without docking, without all the other things. Only one vehicle brought out to land on everything. Collecting the science from all of it as you go along. Alright. Slowly making our way there. Gonna do this just to see. Let's go that way. Why not? Actually, let's cancel the time warp here. Let's just see. So I don't know if I've run some of these things out this direction, like this far away before. So if I can just get the science here, I can. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just try and run all the things here. Observe mystery goo, log pressure, log temperature, and log seismic data. Great. Fantastic. Current orbit. Back to... Okay, never mind. I guess we do have to go all the way out here. It's fine. We'll just speed it all the way up. And hopefully we can get them both back. Oh, these flights take a long time, as you guys can tell. Anyway, yeah, I think you guys are doing great. Having a good night. Presently enjoying some extra toasty Cheez-Its, which I absolutely love. I love extra toasty Cheez-Its. What are your guys' favorite brand of, or type of Cheez-It, if you even like Cheez-Its? I guess I should add. Almost there. There we go. Let's see, do I see the looming giant anywhere nearby? No, I might still be too far away from it. It is indeed in this direction. Oh, there it is. You see it? There she is for the very first time in this playthrough.
We sat there and looked at the rockets from Mars, and you just boggled the mind and mind. And the technology caught up, didn't it?
And you guys can believe it. What we're about to come out of is into the periapsis, so our lowest point in our orbit around Joule. As you can see, we're still very far away. Almost there. 8 more days. That little blue speck, you can see right there next to the mouse cursor, is one of my favorites. Look at that. That's incredible. I'm so happy about this. Part that I'm not so happy about is the trek back. Alright, so let's run a report. Log data. Log temperature. Log pressure. And observe mystery goo. Keep. Dang, keep and keep. If we can get this thing back to Kerbin, this is going to give us an insane amount of science. Let us also do our first crew report above Joule. Let's do an EVA. EVA reports. Board the vehicle. And now, it's time to make our way back, hopefully, to Kerbin. Say goodbye to goodbye, Joule. All right, we're now on our way back from Joule. And again, our goal is just to get close enough to Kerbin that we can figure out a way to get back to it. I think we should have enough Delta V to make any maneuvers that are needed to re-enter, even if it means doing a bunch of aerobraking with our capsule, whatnot. But this also does mean that it does require a lot of... Our goal is to get inside this bubble here. Or at least get close to it. Closer to it. about to say, man, I love this music. I don't know if I've ever introduced this music. This music's by Test Shot Starfish. If you've ever watched any of SpaceX's live streams, a lot of the music comes from this artist. Lovely guy. Pretty awesome, awesome bit of music, you know. Excuse me, sorry. I've got the coughs. We just passed our 2-hour mark on the stream. A lot of our time, if you've been here at all, a lot of our time has been spent just waiting for orbit. Alright. Okay. Eccentricity is too high. So let's... Or inclination is too high. Darn. We're all my fuel. Just do it this way. As soon as we're able to create the maneuver, I will. And we'll see if it's possible, and hopefully I didn't just strand these Kerbals in orbit with this much science. Oh, incarnation. Damn it. Dang. Looks like I may have just stranded these Kerbals, which is not good, which means I have, unfortunately, gonna have to revert back to launch. Because I need this science regardless. Even if we make this our last task for the night, I need this science regardless. So we're gonna have to go back anyway. Thinking we'll just make it just super... we're just gonna go basically straight up. Yeah, that's good enough. Here we go. Bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum dum 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 dum. What did I do? I cannot focus on it again. Okay, I don't know what I did. I just know that Kerbin's all the way out there. What happens if I do this? Okay, I'm getting some science way out here. I don't even have to go as far as I thought I did. Great. Your report. EVA. EVA report. Rate, board, map. Create maneuver. Kerbin. Create alarm. What? Okay, that's... Alright, let's just... clear this. Let's just auto-warp out here. We're already at 0-0. It may be frozen. I'm moving around the map, so if you can't see that, that might be why. Alright, let's see. Add maneuver. Okay, that's obviously not going to work. This is always the hardest part, getting it right on this section. Hey, there we go. I'm glad. Good. I am kind of, the map is paused, so in case that's what you're worried about. Excuse me. Goodness, I'm very sorry. Sorry for that loud burst of audio there. Yeah, one thing that I found was worked for me when I have trouble like that, switch to audio only for a little while. You obviously won't get to see everything, but you at least get to hear it. Okay, I can deal with that. Keep forgetting that my view is locked on Kerbin and not on the actual vehicle. Alright. Coming up on the maneuver point. 12 days. 3 days. A few hours, and now a few seconds. Great. Alright. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. I'm just aiming for as close to that as I can possibly get. So that puts me inside the Mon. Good enough. I keep breaking things. I keep messing around with stuff that I don't need to mess around with, and so I keep breaking. There you go. We're doing better. We're doing it. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it well. We're doing it, we're doing it, we're doing it well. Alright, where are we at? We're close. We're very close. 200 meters per second close. Let's slow down the burn. 130, 120, 110. We're inside 100. Let's slow it down even more. We're going to a third throttle. There's 50, so we're going to slow it down even more. If this worked, it should start showing up here any second. Any second now. Come on. Please. Please. I ended up doing so much better than I thought I was going to. No! You're kidding! Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You have a good night, man. You have a wonderful night. Okay, that works. That, in theory, should be better. Three years. We have to fly for 3 years. Get back. I hope these people packed extra clothes, because what was supposed to just be a high Kerbal orbit, you know, this was supposed to be just a high Kerbal orbit, flight. Get some science, come back. And now suddenly I'm flying out as far as, what is this, Dres? Yeah. I'm flying out farther than Dres. Come on. Go faster, please. I know we're at the fastest whatever, but... Are we almost there? Nope, 2 years. Wow. Look at that, we're all the way out here. Actually, you know what's crazy? We could get more. Because we're all the way out to here now. Run reports. Observe the goo. Log the data. And the temperature. Look at that! Wow! Let's continue the warping! I'll take it. Come on. Almost there. But yeah, anyway, Boeing. Just want to talk about how much Boeing is awful. I grew up with a respect for Boeing. More, it was a respect for McDonnell Douglas, but a respect for Boeing. And as we've gotten closer and closer to the future, or really as I've grown up, obviously, it really does just feel like, God, Boeing, what has gone wrong, man? Like, genuinely, it's kind of incredible. Am I? Oh God, I'm here. I'm here. All right. 1 minute. 30 seconds. 20 seconds. Should do another EVA report. EVA report. Oh, whoops. No, I already have. Already have all of them that I could ever need around Kerbin, that's right. Great. We'll do it. Let's burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Okay, great. Honestly, as soon as I have an orbit, I'm going to, I don't even need this at this point. Again, I'm just going to get an orbit, and then go up to Apoapsis, fire it in retrograde against Periapsis, and that should get me more than enough. It'll be a super shallow entry, but it's better than nothing. Alright. You know, funnily enough, that's the first time that that has happened with this vehicle so far. Come on, just give me a orbit. Stop freaking out. Get me a orbit. There we go. Gonna warp up here. I don't know why it focused on Kerbin or why it's still focusing on Kerbin. Definitely actively and continuously contributing to the and there we go. Has to be in a circular orbit. What do you mean? What do you mean this isn't an orbit, huh? What do you mean? Excuse me. Sorry. Failed to get an intercept, but got really close. You know what? I think we're close enough. Honestly, I think we're good. I think we're good on that Bastille. I'm gonna hold it as long as I can. Alright. He lost consciousness. Oh, I forgot they could do that. It's fine, though. We're coming out of G-Lock. There you go. Our pilot regained consciousness. That's what's important. Love it. There you go. Bill's back. bit faster than I want. Yikes. I know that I intentionally cut the parachute, but a little fast. And nothing broke. You're so good at this game. Recover the vessel. This is going to be enough to get the part. 100%. I'm betting 200 science. It's taking a while to load. 300 science. Look at that. There we go. We're so good at this. Okay, sick. We now have a ton more science. We now need to get the actuators so we can get the grabbing units. There you go. And now I guess that we should. Another antenna. Let's get this one. Get some scanning parts. There we go. Sick. I'm thinking that that should bring us to our next stopping point. Because I don't think anything we can get done is going to get done in the next 30 minutes. But with that being said, really appreciate everybody who came in and watched for a bit, if not the whole time. I did see at least one person who did. I really, really do appreciate it. But we're going to go ahead and end stream tonight. If you have not done so already, check out the Discord. There's a link to it in the description of the Twitch channel here that you are currently tuned into, as is the link to my Instagram, as the artist page, rather, with links to my music and whatnot as well up there, and the VODs channel on YouTube. We are uploading VODs at least a day or two after the original stream happens. So if you haven't had a chance to check out a stream yet, or you just missed one since the last time you watched, that's a great place to go and check those out. Next stream is going to be on Friday. We finished the Halo Infinite campaign last time we streamed on Friday, but there is a couple things left to do. It might be a short stream, and that's perfectly okay. But we are going to finish out, not 100%, but get all of the little things left on the map there. But that is going to end us for today. Again, like I said, really appreciate everybody. Hope you'll have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.